The anointed ones are to be welcomed. However, it must be noted that not everyone deserving of one's light is worthy of standing in it. The chosen ones walk among many, but they belong to few. People will chase after one's energy, captivated by something they can't fully grasp. They crave what one carries, but the truth is that not everyone deserves access to it. One was not chosen to be liked or understood by all. One was chosen because one's path is distinct, and one's power is undeniable. The world desires your presence, but not everyone is deserving of your attention. You are chosen, and your spirit is too extraordinary to be shared with everyone. In this video, we will explore the reasons why people are attracted to you, even though they may not be able to fully possess you. We will also discuss how your unique essence makes you inaccessible to those who are not meant to be in your life. Stay with me, because what you are about to learn will be a revelation that will stay with you. Your energy is not universally accessible, and its unique nature renders you unsuitable for all individuals. Your magnetism, drawing people to you, is not merely a result of your words or actions. It is the essence of who you are that lends itself to such strong attraction. There is an intangible quality in your presence, a certain allure, that makes people desire proximity to you, despite their inability to fully comprehend the reason. However, it is important to acknowledge that not everyone merits such proximity. Your energy is not universally accessible. Your unique energy is not something everyone can adequately handle. People are attracted to you like a magnet, not necessarily because of your words or actions, but because of your inherent qualities. There is an intangible element about your presence, your vibe, that draws people to you, even if they cannot fully articulate why. However, it is important to acknowledge that not everyone is deserving of your presence in their lives. Your energy is a rare and precious commodity, and not everyone is prepared or able to reciprocate it. Many individuals are drawn to your luminous presence because it provides them with a sense of fulfillment. This fulfillment may take the form of confidence, wisdom, or a sense of inner peace. Whatever form it takes, others seek to acquire it from you. However, there is a caveat: while they may desire your energy, they often struggle to maintain a meaningful connection with you because your energy requires more depth and commitment than a superficial interaction can provide. Individuals often find themselves drawn to those who radiate a certain light, a quality that can be likened to a magnetism. However, this attraction is often accompanied by a reluctance to commit to a genuine connection, as the complexity of the individual's energy proves challenging for others to navigate. This reluctance stems from a fear of the depth and authenticity that the individual brings to the relationship. While the desire may be present, the complexity of the relationship is often overwhelming, leading to a disconnection. It is important to recognize that individuals are not prepared for the depth that the individual brings to the relationship, and the complexity of fully and authentically being in their presence. However, they may be attracted to the idea of being in your life, but they may not be prepared to commit to a relationship with you. They desire the emotional warmth and connection that you offer, but they are not willing to accept the responsibility that comes with a close relationship. This dynamic often leads to people's initial attraction to you, followed by their departure when the relationship becomes more demanding. You are not here to compromise your values or settle for someone who does not fully meet your needs. You were chosen to be exactly who you are, and that authenticity is what attracts others to you. Your energy is not intended to resonate with everyone, rather, it is specifically designed to attract those who are prepared to meet your level. This characteristic, among others, distinguishes you as an individual. Secondly, individuals are often drawn to that which they do not fully comprehend. This phenomenon, observable in your experience, is not uncommon. Secondly, individuals are attracted to those who embody qualities they do not fully comprehend. There is an enigmatic quality about you that piques their curiosity. Your distinctive energy and demeanor serve as a catalyst for intrigue, transcending your conscious attempts to project a certain image. Your unique aura and poise elicit a sense of intrigue, as others perceive the existence of hidden dimensions to your personality. This elusive quality fosters a desire in others to understand and comprehend your essence. There is an inherent curiosity about one's identity that is triggered by their presence. This fascination is not merely a reaction to your actions or appearances, but rather an intuitive sense of the uniqueness and depth present within you. However, it is crucial to recognize that this initial attraction is often accompanied by a lack of understanding regarding your true nature. The complexity and richness of your being, which manifest in your composed exterior, remain enigmatic to most. While they perceive the surface level, they are unable to fathom the intricacies and depths that lie beneath. Their desire to establish a closer connection stems from their attraction to what you represent, which transcends their familiar experiences. This attraction initiates a process of self-reflection, leading them to question their preconceived notions about life, others, and themselves. This introspective journey can be both captivating and daunting for them. At the same time, the majority of individuals inhabit a realm of predictability, navigating a world that is familiar and aligns with their limited perspective on life. However, upon encountering an individual who defies conventional norms, they experience intrigue and a desire to comprehend more. Yet, they remain unaware that attaining a deeper understanding of such an individual necessitates an elevated level of awareness. This heightened level of consciousness is what makes you so intriguing to them, yet it is also what leads to their eventual disengagement. They desire that which eludes their grasp, and upon realizing that they cannot comprehend you within the confines of their preconceived notions, they move on. You are not suited for those who seek simplicity. Your complexity is beyond their comprehension. Thirdly, the individual in question disrupts the comfort zones of others. This is achieved by making people uncomfortable, which is not due to any wrongdoing on the part of the individual in question. Rather, it is due to the fact that the individual's mere presence challenges the comfort zones of others. The vast majority of people live their lives avoiding anything that disrupts their routine or challenges their beliefs. They adhere to what is safe, what is familiar, and what does not force them to grow. However, when the individual in question enters the picture, they represent change and the unknown, which is terrifying for many people. When people encounter someone who does not conform to their expectations, it shakes up their entire perspective. It is imperative to demonstrate that existence encompasses more than the limitations imposed by their current circumstances. The individual in question serves as a catalyst for the realization of hitherto unexplored possibilities and alternative ways of thinking. The impact of this individual can be likened to the act of holding up a mirror, compelling others to acknowledge the discrepancies within their own lives, including aspects that have been disregarded or feared confrontation. While this may motivate a select few, for the majority, it engenders discomfort. Individuals tend to seek avoidance of distress, and your presence challenges their constructed boundaries. Consequently, although they may initially be drawn to you, many people ultimately distance themselves. They desire proximity to you because the subject's presence has been known to evoke a sense of unease in those it encounters. This is due to the fact that the subject challenges the subject's preconceived notions and evokes a sense of discomfort. Initially, the subjects may feel an attraction to the subject. However, upon further reflection, they may decide to distance themselves. The subjects sense that the subject possesses a unique and powerful quality, yet when they come to terms with the fact that proximity to the subject would require them to confront uncomfortable truths about themselves and their lives, they decide to retreat. The subject forces them to face the parts of themselves that they have been attempting to avoid. It must be noted that not all individuals are prepared to engage in such introspection. This introspective process entails a degree of self-examination and the potential for discomfort. Your role is not to ensure the comfort of those around you, but rather to provoke change, to challenge their preconceptions, and to encourage them to rise above their limitations. Consequently, you may not be universally accepted. Your appeal is limited to those who are willing to embrace transformation. Finally, your presence has the capacity to trigger insecurities in those who encounter you. The presence of an individual who is authentic can cause discomfort in others due to the natural highlighting of insecurities that occurs. This discomfort is not a result of intentional intimidation, but rather a natural consequence of the individual's energy and confidence, which often exposes the insecurities of those around them. The authentic individual's energy and light force others to confront their own insecurities and hidden aspects of their personality. This phenomenon, however, is not a conscious effort on the part of the individual, rather, it is an outcome that naturally ensues when an authentic person is in the presence of those who do not embody the same level of authenticity. Individuals are drawn to this authentic individual's light because, subconsciously, they are seeking something more in their lives. They perceive that this person possesses qualities and attributes that they themselves lack. This may include self-assurance, self-love, or a sense of inner peace. Assurance, inner peace, or the ability to be comfortable in one's own skin. However, the reality is that the majority of individuals are not prepared to handle the implications of being in the presence of someone who embodies these qualities. Your very existence can evoke feelings of inadequacy in others, leading to a sense of threat rather than inspiration. Insecurity often fosters resentment. People desire proximity to you because your energy is perceived as positive, yet it also prompts them to confront their own shortcomings. The presence of an individual who embodies qualities such as confidence, contentment, or a sense of ease in their own skin can often provoke a reaction in others, leading them to feel insecure and threatened. This reaction is often characterized by a desire to be close to the individual in question, as their energy is perceived as positive and uplifting. However, this proximity can also serve to highlight the perceived deficiencies in the other person's life, which can be a painful experience. In response to this discomfort, the individual may exhibit behaviors such as distancing themselves from the other person or, in more extreme cases, resorting to aggressive actions. It is important to recognize that the projection of insecurities onto another individual is a common response to these feelings. While individuals may not intentionally seek to highlight the weaknesses of others, the reality is that their authenticity, strength, and individuals who exhibit such tendencies do not inherently seek to highlight the weaknesses of others, rather, their authenticity, strength, and self-awareness serve to illuminate what others seek to conceal. Your role is not to ensure the comfort of others, rather, you have been chosen to serve as a reflection of truth. This can be overwhelming for many, as not all individuals can withstand the intensity of such proximity. Fifth, you cannot be possessed. People are naturally drawn to you because of your energy. However, they soon realize that you cannot be possessed. They seek to get close to you to hold on to your light, but they soon learn that you are not someone who can be controlled, owned, or contained. This distinguishes you from others. The general population. The majority of individuals are susceptible to influence, manipulation, or even domestication by others' expectations. However, the subject in question exhibits a distinct manner of self-expression that is entirely autonomous. The individual in question adheres to a unique set of personal principles, which can evoke a mixture of fascination and exasperation in others. Upon encountering the subject, others frequently attempt to discern their motivations or predict their actions. The individual's unique behavior and thinking often defies easy categorization or manipulation. The attempt to conform to others' expectations or to mold the individual to fit a preconceived notion of who they should be is often unsuccessful. The individual exhibits a tendency towards constant self-development and a strong sense of self-identity, regardless of external influences. This characteristic, among others, contributes to the individual's enigmatic and resilient nature. This dynamic often leads to a sense of friction or conflict within the relationship. Individuals who have been in relationships where they have had the ability to control the relationship dynamic and predict their partner's responses or behaviors may find it challenging to engage with this particular individual. This is because the individual in question exhibits a high degree of unpredictability, making them difficult to define or categorize. The individual's sense of freedom, independence, and self-esteem is deeply ingrained, making it difficult for others to influence or control them. This characteristic, coupled with their unrestrained spirit, which is often perceived as elusive or unmanageable by others, can lead to frustration or a sense of inadequacy in their relationships. Subjects in this scenario appear to be perplexed by the subject, who, despite their desire to maintain proximity, is not amenable to being claimed. The subject's purpose is to traverse their own unique trajectory. The sixth observation is that the majority of individuals appear to be motivated by a desire to extract rather than contribute. The subject's presence seems to attract others due to their perception of qualities they lack. These qualities may include strength, tranquility, or a particular manner of bearing. Individuals in this category are often perplexed by the subject's composure and self-assurance. They seek to establish a connection with the subject, believing that it will enrich their own lives. However, the subject's intentions are not aligned with the pursuit of mutual growth and development. The subject's energy, which has the potential to uplift and inspire others, is often perceived as a source of sustenance for these individuals. When confronted with feelings of emptiness or disorientation, they are naturally drawn to the subject's energy, perceiving it as a source of nourishment. Individuals experiencing a sense of emptiness or disorientation often find themselves drawn to those who appear to have a strong sense of self-control and emotional stability. This attraction is rooted in the belief that being in their presence will allow the individual to draw from their perceived reservoir of strength and resilience. However, it is crucial to understand that this dynamic does not align with the principles of healthy relationships. The role of a partner should not be one of sustenance for others who are primarily focused on extracting energy. Individuals who appear to have a high level of personal organization and stability may be perceived by others as a source of strength and support. This perception can lead to the expectation that these individuals will be able to provide a similar level of support to others. However, it is important to recognize that the dynamics of real relationships do not always align with this expectation. It is essential to be able to discern when an individual enters your life with the intention of exploiting your energy without contributing anything of equal value in return. Over time, you may begin to feel physically and emotionally drained, despite the fact that you have not committed any actions that would justify such a response. This is because the other person is extracting from you on an emotional, mental, and spiritual level. These individuals, however, rarely reciprocate the emotional, mental, and spiritual investments made by the other party. It is essential to recognize that one's role in this dynamic is not to serve as a universal source of illumination for all those in need. While one's purpose may be to radiate light, it does not imply an obligation to support those who are not willing to uplift themselves. It is possible for others to be unaware of their own energy drain during the initial stages of interaction. However, over time, one may develop a protective mechanism to safeguard their energy, as they perceive a lack of reciprocity in the other person. This heightened awareness stems from the realization that not all individuals seeking proximity possess genuine intentions. The majority seek your contributions, and consequently, your space is not accessible to everyone. Only those who reciprocate and contribute to your growth are deserving of your radiance. Seventh, your standards are perceived as intimidating. You establish benchmarks that. These standards are often beyond the reach of most individuals, which may contribute to their difficulty in maintaining a consistent presence in your life. It is not that you are overly demanding, rather, you are aware of your own value and refuse to settle for anything less than what you deserve. This confidence is a contributing factor to your attractiveness. However, upon realizing the need to elevate their own efforts, many individuals find it challenging to comply. This discrepancy in expectations and standards can lead to a state of discontent, wherein individuals find themselves in relationships that do not meet their needs. In such cases, the person in question may find themselves desiring the presence of a partner or friend while simultaneously resisting the necessary effort and commitment that such a relationship demands. This incongruity arises from a mismatch in expectations and personal standards, where the individual has invested a significant amount of time and energy in building a certain level of self-esteem and self-respect, and consequently, expects a similar level of investment and effort from those in their close circle. Whether in friendships, romantic relationships, or professional partnerships, this discrepancy can create a state of discontent, as the individual finds themselves in a position where they are not willing to compromise their standards to maintain a relationship that does not meet their needs. The desire to be in the company of others who share one's level of ambition is natural. However, it is important to recognize that others may not be willing to match one's level of energy and commitment. This can lead to frustration, as the individual may feel that their expectations are not being met. It is essential to recognize that the standards one sets for oneself should not be lowered in order to make others feel comfortable. The ideal relationship, whether personal, professional, or business-related, is one in which both parties are striving towards shared goals and aspirations. However, it is common for people to settle for mediocrity in their relationships, preferring a state of complacency where they do not feel compelled to invest significant effort. In such situations, it is important to recognize that the individual may not be willing to commit to a relationship that demands growth and effort. The latter's standards are distinct from the former's. The former demands growth, honesty, and effort, qualities that the latter brings to the relationship. Many people, however, are unable to meet these demands. They desire the benefits of proximity to the individual, yet they are unwilling to match the energy exerted by that individual. Consequently, they become frustrated when they realize that the individual will not lower their standards to accommodate them. You are not content to conform to others' expectations. You demand growth, honesty, and effort, which often disconcerts those who are unable to meet your standards. You are chosen because you raise the bar, and only those who are willing to rise with you can stay in your life. Not everyone can meet your standards, and you are not. This discrepancy between their own standards and those to which you ascribe is a source of profound discomfort for them. 8. You are too authentic for most people. They endeavor to impose upon you a persona that aligns with their preconceived notions of who you should be, yet you have consistently resisted the urge to conform to others' expectations. Your uniqueness is a source of discomfort for those who are unable to accept your distinctiveness. They perceive your attempts to conform and are unable to comprehend your deviation from the norm. They endeavor to categorize you within a framework they comprehend, yet you persistently transcend such classifications. You eschew the conventional societal mores, recognizing that they are not designed for individuals like you. When individuals encounter someone who is authentically themselves, it can evoke a mixture of inspiration and discomfort. They are accustomed to people conforming to societal expectations, but you defy such norms. Individuals who are unable to conform to societal norms are often met with a mixture of admiration and discomfort. They stand in contrast to those who prioritize the need to fit in, please others, and play it safe. The former is characterized by a lack of concern for conforming to societal expectations, and instead, places a higher value on authenticity. This incongruity often leads to a lack of understanding from others. They seek to define the individual, yet the individual refuses to be defined. The individual lives life according to their own terms, a freedom that others often find challenging to comprehend. Individuals are drawn to one's authenticity, yet they also encounter challenges in accepting it. They aspire to establish a close relationship with you, but they swiftly discern that being in your presence necessitates accepting you as you are, unfiltered, unedited, and genuine. This is not a capability that everyone possesses. They seek for you to conform to their expectations, but the moment they endeavor to confine you. You were not selected to conform to the expectations of others. You were chosen because you are unique, because you are exactly who you are intended to be, without requiring anyone's validation. This distinguishes you from the masses. You are not here to satisfy the expectations of others. You are here to live your own truth, and only those who are unable to embrace this individuality will likely not remain in the individual's life. The 9th point pertains to the individual's self-sufficiency in seeking validation from others. This characteristic sets the individual apart, as they do not seek external validation in the form of likes, comments, or other forms of approval from society. Instead, the individual possesses an inner sense of self-confidence and self-esteem, akin to a solar panel absorbing the sun's energy. The 9th quality that makes you so intriguing is that you do not seek validation from others. While others may chase after likes, comments, and external forms of approval, you have your own inner confidence. You are like a solar panel soaking up the sun's rays of self-confidence, while others scramble for the cheap batteries of external validation. People are often drawn to your independence, almost like moths to a flame, but they cannot handle the heat. Your self-sufficiency is like that spicy salsa at a party. Some people love it, but others are left sweating and wishing they had not taken such a big scoop. Your confidence is a double-edged sword. Confidence can be a double-edged sword, fascinating and intimidating to others. Those who thrive on external validation may find your independence disconcerting, as it disrupts the conventional social dynamic. They may feel envious of your ability to live autonomously, without constantly seeking validation from others. However, your inclination to seek approval from others, or even from your houseplant, reflects a different way of operating, one that may not align with the needs of those who are more dependent on external validation. It is as if you are navigating life with a sign that reads, "Your opinion is appreciated." However, your self-sufficiency and self-respect are not contingent on external validation. Those who truly value themselves are the ones who can appreciate your contributions without the need for constant acknowledgement. They understand that true worth comes from within and that self-love does not require external validation, such as social media praise, to be meaningful. Therefore, it is essential to continue to radiate your unique light and live authentically. Ultimately, self-sufficiency is the most powerful move. Additionally, it is important to acknowledge that seeking external validation is a futile endeavor. The journey of self-discovery and growth is often a solitary one, and while many may seek to accompany you on your path, akin to an express train to success, not everyone is destined to share the experience. You are a chosen individual, carrying a unique spiritual baggage. Consider it akin to being the lead in a high-pressure situation. Your journey is solitary for a reason. Many may wish to accompany you on your path, as if it were a rapid train to success. However, not everyone is meant to do so. You are a chosen individual, and this comes with a unique spiritual baggage. Consider it akin to being the lead in a high-stakes movie. The script is intense, the plot twists continue to unfold, and not everyone can handle the pressure of being in your scene. People see your confidence and want to join your journey, but they do not realize that the path you walk is lined with challenges, growth opportunities, and significant emotional and spiritual challenges. This endeavor can be likened to attempting to join a gym without first preparing for the physical exertion. Some individuals seek a complementary path to one's success without contributing the necessary effort. However, it must be acknowledged that not all individuals possess the capacity to maintain pace with a soul on a mission. One's presence here is intended for growth, evolution, and confronting spiritual challenges that would likely dissuade most people from continuing. Those who wish to accompany you on your journey must be prepared for its demands. They must be willing to delve deeply, challenge their own limitations, and persevere in the face of adversity. This journey is not a leisurely stroll, rather, it is akin to an obstacle course with spiritual challenges. While many may desire to accompany you, it is essential to recognize that true commitment requires readiness for the intensity and demands of this spiritual journey. It is important to acknowledge that individuals who aspire to accompany you on your journey must be prepared to engage with its demands. They must be willing to delve deeply, challenge their own limitations, and persevere in the face of adversity. This journey is not a leisurely stroll, rather, it is akin to an obstacle course with spiritual implications. While many may express a desire to accompany you, it is crucial to recognize that sometimes, solitude is necessary for personal growth. This is not an indication of antisocial behavior, rather, it is a matter of discerning companions who can effectively handle challenges, maintain their resolve under pressure, and comprehend that genuine growth often accompanies personal growth. Therefore, it is essential to value your solitary journey. The significance of companionship lies not merely in the presence of others, but in those who are genuinely prepared to engage with the challenges and experiences that come with embarking on a personal journey. 11th point, the desire for what you have is common. It is important to recognize that others are often attracted to one's external qualities rather than one's true self. This phenomenon can be challenging to accept, but it is essential to understand that one's success, wisdom, and tranquil demeanor can attract a crowd. However, it is crucial to be discerning and evaluate whether these interactions are beneficial for one's personal growth. It must be acknowledged that the majority of individuals are attracted to one's external attributes rather than internal qualities. This phenomenon can be likened to the desire to merely bask in the reflected glow of another's success without recognizing the significant efforts and sacrifices that led to that achievement. When observing an individual, one may focus on their accolades, their serene demeanor, and the admiration they receive from others. However, it is crucial to recognize that the path leading to such accomplishments is often not well understood by those who merely seek a superficial glimpse. It is much easier to admire someone from a distance, but true understanding and appreciation require a deeper dive into the essence of their being. Not everyone is willing to commit to such an endeavor. These individuals seek the perks of being in your proximity without investing the time to understand the unique journey that led to your success. This is akin to wanting to drive a luxury car without learning how to maintain it. You have developed a discernment for these surface-level desires. You can identify someone who is merely seeking to benefit from your success without contributing to it. Not all individuals possess the inclination to commit to such endeavors. Some seek the perks of being in one's proximity without devoting the necessary time to comprehend the unique trajectory that led to one's current state. This can be likened to desiring a luxury vehicle without acquiring the knowledge to maintain it. One has developed a discernment for these superficial aspirations. From a distance, one can discern an individual who is merely seeking to benefit from one's reputation or accomplishments. One's purpose is not to serve as a stepping stone for another's journey or a mere accolade on their resume. One's values lie in forging authentic connections, recognizing that those who are genuinely destined to be in one's life are the ones willing to invest in one's growth, flaws and all. This is the reason why one's compatibility is not limited to everyone. One is not here for the superficial. Those who seek to merely skim the surface of your existence are not aligned with your values. You are committed to forging genuine connections with individuals who are ready to delve deeply into your experiences and who appreciate your authentic self, not merely your accomplishments. True connections necessitate effort and sincerity, qualities that have led to the formation of a select and highly valued inner circle. Individuals who aspire to please everyone are not chosen for this purpose. This is a truth that people must come to terms with. While many people spend their lives trying to fit in, win approval, and make everyone around them comfortable, those who choose a different route are chosen for a higher mission that transcends superficial connections. One's purpose is not to. Rather than seeking to be the amiable face in the crowd, one's purpose is to disrupt, inspire, and challenge those around them. This path, however, is not without its challenges. When one enters a room, they bring an energy that can disrupt the status quo. One is not merely another person in the mix, rather, one is a catalyst for change. This can be uncomfortable for many, as people often resist being challenged. The status quo, but your very presence compels them to confront their own complacency and question their choices. This is where the transformation occurs, though it may not always be smooth. You illuminate their limitations, and such honesty can be disconcerting. Some individuals will be drawn to you, attracted by your authenticity and strength, while others will recoil, uncomfortable with some individuals may be drawn to your authenticity and strength, while others may find the reflection you provide disconcerting, perceiving you as a threat to their carefully constructed realities. This is not a failure of your mission, however. You are not obligated to cater to everyone's feelings or to play the role of the peacekeeper. Your purpose extends beyond social niceties, and it is this that makes you powerful. This realization is a liberating one. You do not have to be liked or wanted by all. Your true connections will come. These connections will be formed by individuals who value your capacity to promote growth, who welcome the challenges you present, and who recognize the value of the disruption you engender. Therefore, it is essential to embrace your mission with the understanding that it may not be universally understood or appreciated. Your strength lies in your ability to be unapologetically yourself, a quality that is sufficient. You have been selected for greatness, which entails navigating a path that is not always straightforward. However, it is essential to recognize that this path is not for everyone. In conclusion, being chosen implies not only being accepted, but also being confident in one's unique path and understanding that not everyone will be able to accompany you. Your mission is one that challenges the status quo and fosters growth, even if it makes some people feel uncomfortable. Remember, your light is. This light should not be extinguished to appease others, rather, it should be embraced and utilized to illuminate the path ahead, disrupt the status quo, and ignite transformation in those who are receptive. As you embark on this remarkable journey, maintain your dignity and acknowledge that your path is not universally shared. Instead, you are here to forge meaningful connections with those who are in harmony with your spirit and are eager to embark on a shared journey of growth. Embrace your distinctiveness, recognizing the transformative power that accompanies it. If this exploration resonates with you, consider subscribing to join our expanding community. We delve into significant subjects, disrupt the status quo, and, above all, have a good time. Embrace your individuality and the strength that accompanies it. If this exploration of being among the chosen resonates with you, consider subscribing to our expanding community. We delve profoundly into significant subjects, disrupt the status quo, and, above all, enjoy the journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Subscribe now to continue the dialogue, because the most rewarding experiences await those who subscribe.